It's peaceful here. This is the best Christmas ever. So being that I'm a pro box builder and all, like, I've done 2 boxes in the last 14 years. Anyways, I measured this box to barely fit. And then of course, every time I ever do one, I make one mistake. And the mistake is, there's a slight curve right here. So if we could have just cut this out, you know, it'd slide right in, but I'm not gonna do that. So now I gotta take the seats out, slide it forward farther to bring it back, because I didn't account for it. So every time I do this, I do something wrong. But that's okay. Nobody's perfect except Chelsea. Turned into an entire weekend project. I did have to work almost all day yesterday, but now it's 9:30 on Sunday. And my only goal is to put these in there, so I'm gonna try to struggle and put these in there by myself. This was my only hope, because this thing's like 360 pounds. Hopefully I don't drop it. I wish this went higher. Oh. Chelsea made me go at McDonald's, so now I'm not feeling very strong. Small dilemma. Just testing them out, we end up blowing one of those subs. So now Andrew just got 85 foot of wire out of there. Come to find out that the person I bought these from rebuilt them, and they didn't put this plastic cone back in the sub. So they put new voice coils in it, but there was no support behind them. So it was just tin. And then these ones have a plastic cone to keep the copper and the little tin aluminum, sorry, not aluminum, brass or copper that's inside of that from flexing under heat. And obviously it was bottoming out and just beating up. So it's stuck in there. So now we're taking my brand new one that I wanted to save for a spare and putting it back in this basket. Freaking eBay, people on eBay. Anyways, we're swapping this bad dude out really quick and we're gonna fire these back off. They're pretty sweet. So I was gonna wait, but I can't wait because I'm super impatient. So this is gonna sit here for like 4 more months without being driven. So last minute, I decided that I was gonna steal the sub out of here so we can put it in the Escalade and see how loud it is with 2 of them. So, you know, just wasting time, because apparently I like to waste time. So we're gonna rip this son of a bitch out real quick. So yeah, we pulled the sub out of the Beretta. That one was a PSI modified one. It was a dual 2 ohm, but it actually was a little lower. So it comes in at like 0.6, 0.7 ohms with it wired up. As you can see, the one was destroyed. Somehow this one has a rattle. This one's got the rattle to it. And it kind of sounds like crap, almost sounds like it's half powered all the time. But it really doesn't look bad, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. I might take that inside spider piece out tomorrow and see if there's something in there bouncing around or what. But that one definitely has a weird cone rattle. Nothing's really destroyed on it. It looks pretty normal, so not too sure. Obviously, this one is not in good health. But yeah, we got both of them in there, hooked up. Out of those 4 amps that I bought, 2 of them function. So I hooked 2 of those up. One smoked as soon as I turned it on. The other one stays in protect mode, so I got to get a hold of sundown. These ones were some refurb ones from Black Friday, so hopefully they return those for me. Kind of sucks. I was just gonna leave them around for a spare, or if I had 4 of these in here, and just that way I didn't have to run them too hard. Like I figured with those, I mean, that's not quite, but double the power of the subs need. So I was like, it'll live forever. Nothing will be on edge. Anyways, these 2 obviously work really good for these. But so now I just got to wait for the lithium bank to come in and then get this the rest of the way squared away and basically get the lithium stuff wired up. And then I'm gonna make a trim panel to kind of go around here so it acts like a wall and see how loud it is. I'll put some clips in it and I'll just put some weird music that we have rights to over top of it, because obviously we can't play music on YouTube or it gets flagged and all that good jazz. And I'm gonna start on the components soon. I gotta build a couple pieces for that. A couple people asked about the components. And we got 10 old audio bonds with separate tweeters. I'm going to leave the tweeters in these 2, move the ones in the 5 1/4. We got some 3 1/2s, some 4 inchers, some 5 1/4s, and some 6 1/2s over here, all with separate crossover and tweeters. And I'm going to probably going to put the 3s and the 4s in the front doors. I'll put the 5 1/4s with the back doors so that the tweeter's separate. And then I think what I'll do when I make that trim ring, like I was saying, whatever you want to call it, that soffit piece here, I'll put the 4 speakers across there with the crossovers and kind of tuck all the wires behind the box and make it look kind of cool. But I'm pretty excited. It jams out pretty good. So before it starves the amps, obviously it's got a factory alternator and 1 battery in it right now. So it starves the amps and still hits like 149 decibels before they kick off. So it'll be pretty sweet. So now I just got to figure out the recone situation or the voice coils. I've never done a voice coil in a sub before. I'm sure it's probably not too hard. So I ordered a couple things for it, and I'm going to fix that one. And hopefully between the 2, I can make one good one so I can put the PSI built one back in the Beretta. If not, I'll put one of the other ones, or maybe when the new XSs actually hit the market and they can buy them, maybe I'll put one of those in there. I guess I did the same damn thing with this. I just wanted old stuff in that because that's what I wanted back then. And obviously I wanted old stuff in this, and then I bought those, and now I've spent 10 hours on that box, so I don't want to change it now. The Beretta one, like, obviously I had to move the seats in the trunk, but that one's just a 9.9 external cubic foot box. And this hits 149.5 with whatever the amp alternator is in it, the factory alternator, a stock location battery, and then another AC Delco, I don't remember what it was, a 72 AH regular ass battery from 105, so it's 950 cold cranking amps, 105 AH battery. I think the one under the hood's probably 70s or whatever, but nothing crazy on that, just decent power and ground, mediocre box that works. It's like, I think I did that one at 34 hertz, 35 hertz. Yeah, I did 35 hertz in that. I did 31 in this. I think it was 30 and a half, 31-ish by my mediocre box building math. And yeah, it definitely drops low, and that's what I was wanting. I just wanted it to be super deep, even if it doesn't hit a crazy amount of decibels. I just wanted it to be deep, loud, sound good. And it already where it is, it sounds really good. So that's just the waiting game now. Need some free time, like it's New Year's Eve right now. I just got done putting the engine together at 8 o'clock at night. That's over there. I just did an LS7 for a guy. So just got done with that. I'm like, I don't really feel like messing with this tonight. I'm going to go home, make some appetizers, maybe play my drums for a minute, get fat, and then come back to work tomorrow. But I think I'm pretty much, other than putting some trim pieces back in, I'm pretty much at a standstill on this. Yeah. I'm stoked. The grill is so era specific. We found one on eBay out of a blown up vehicle. So I was like, yep, that's it right there. Yeah, I'm stoked. But anyways, got a lot of feedback on the last video. So I figured I'd make another one pertaining to the same stuff since everyone seemed to like it. And a couple people were on there trash talking, which is it's YouTube and that's social media. People are allowed to say whatever they want. Feel free. Don't care. I'll just sit here and play with my Escalade on 26-inch spinners. Be mad, talk shit. We'll see you guys soon. Have a good New Year's. Be safe and have fun.